Hey there, Detroit sports fanatics, and welcome to another edition of my Detroit Sports Show right here on blogtalkradio.com, live from the northern outskirts of a small city called McBain, Michigan, with yours truly, your host, Taylor Phillips. This is the Red Wings edition, and if you have opinions or just spontaneously want in the conversation, you can call in at 646-478-4837. That's 646-478-4837. This show will be 15 to 30 minutes long as always, and then after this is all said and done, it'll be archived so you can listen to it again because it is recorded. Again, the guest phone number is 646-478-4837. Write it down on your notes app on your smartphone if you have to, or on a piece of sticky note paper or whatever. That's 646-478-4837. You can also post your opinions in comments on my talk show post or on my timeline on my personal Facebook profile, Taylor Phillips, at facebook.com/Phil1DT. That's with 2 L's. It's also on my Detroit sports page, Taylor Phillips's Detroit sports page, at facebook.com/Taylor's sports page, with no apostrophe, and in Taylor Phillips's Detroit sports group. Search that, and you can tweet me back on Twitter with your opinions at DT2Phillips. You can also search me on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Google at Taylor Phillips. I'm simulcasting on YouTube via Google. There's also a chat window on blogtalkradio.com for you to comment your opinions. Now, before we begin, here are the guidelines for all the listeners of tonight's show. Number one, if you have called in and want to voice your opinion or join in on the talk, stay on the line so I can get to you for that conversation or that opinion. If you hang up by mistake, not a big deal. Just redial this number, or if your call drops, whatever the case may be, just redial this number, 646-478-4837, and then stay on the line. And you'll have a total of 30 minutes to do so until the show concludes. Number two, keep it very clean. No profanity, vulgarity, graphic violence talk, criticism of the host, distasteful disregard, or anything below the belt of any subject matter. Number three, treat each other with respect. Number four, if you don't know much about Detroit sports, you can still just listen to my show for education and entertainment. Number five, stay on the topic with me. You can still talk about anything you want, but it has to stay within the subject matter on this program. That means that this is the Red Wings edition. We'll talk about just the Red Wings. And number six, I will ask at least one question as the show rolls along and do an off the record segment. Only if I want to. All right, let's get to it. Let's recap. After a 7-game losing streak, which was very tough and brutal, most of their losses were in overtime / shootout. The Red Wings started winning 4 out of their last 5 games, the last three of them consecutively, which appeared to be this past week. First off, starting off with the Red Wings and visiting the Sabres, going back last Sunday, The Sabres went into that game on a 3-game losing streak, whereas the Red Wings were coming off an ugly 4-2 loss to the Senators. And Darren Helm scored the first 2 goals after Cody Hodgson put the Sabres on the board first in the first period. Darren Helm got the first goal in the second period, and his second one of the night in the third period to deliver which proved to be the game winner, whereas in which Daniel Alfredsson put in the empty net goal with over a minute to go. Actually, under a minute to go. That was at 19:11. Darren Helm's second goal of the game was on the power play. Daniel Alfredsson finished with a goal and an assist. And obviously, the 3 stars of the game proved to be number 3, Henrik Zetterberg, number 2, Darren Helm, and number 1, Ryan Miller. Zetterberg only got an assist. I think Daniel Alfredsson should have picked up star number 3. But other than that one little mistake, I think the other 2 stars were fine, placed where they were. So Jonas Gustafsson made 22 saves, or 21 saves out of 22 shots. 59 minutes, 41 seconds ice time. And the Red Wings skated away from Buffalo 3-1 winners, and 2 of their last 3. Moving on to Wednesday, back in Hockey Town, the Red Wings were taking on the Bruins, who are the defending Eastern Conference champions. And the Red Wings were desperately trying to, or not that desperately, but were trying to climb their way back up to the top of the Atlantic Division standings. For sure, we thought this would be a great game to see, more tense drama. But I guess all current top dogs have their bad nights, as the Red Wings begin firing on all cylinders. We'll start off in the first period. Justin Abdelkader on a 3-on-2 with scored a one-time shot into the net. Put a one-timer home on the rebound off a Johan Franzen shot, who got an assist. Abdelkader's third of the night. Right after the Red Wings killed a penalty. And that was how the first period would end. 1-0 Wings. Let's go to the second period. Tomas Tatar with a nice deke around at center ice. He went around the near boards, left to right, and wrapped one around against Tuukka Rask. Who obviously played a full game. I'll get to the obviously in a second. The obviously part in a second. Brian Lashoff and Joachim Andersen scored or picked up assists on Tatar's goal. Then Henrik Zetterberg with a snapshot from Gustav Nyquist and Niklas Kronwall at 8:47 after Gustav Nyquist missed a shot on an open net. Not a big deal. He'll pick up an assist. He'll sleep happy now, says Ken Daniels. And then Niklas Kronwall on the power play wrist shot. Johan Franzen and Henrik Zetterberg got the assists. It was 4-0 Wings after 2 periods. And then the onslaught continued. Drew Miller pretty much put the wraps on that little box with a wrist shot, as Joachim Andersen and Tomas Tatar each got an assist. Tomas Tatar would end up getting a goal and an assist. Joachim Andersen wound up getting 2 assists. That made it 5-0 Detroit. Then Gustav Nyquist got a little redemption of his own by banking the puck off of Bruin and into the Boston net. He trying to pass to either Franzen or Eriksson at 17:07, and it banked off of Bruin and into the back of the net to make it 6-0. That, and Nyquist was actually credited with that goal, but Gustafsson thought he should have had a shutout, but a bad bounce in the favor of Jerome McGinley, a former Calgary Flame and Pittsburgh Penguin, with a wrist shot, put the Bruins on the board with a bit of a sigh of relief for them. Matt Bartkowski and Riley Smith with the assists, but that was it. Way too little, way too late, as the Red Wings booked a 6-1 win over the Boston Bruins at the Joe Wednesday, then winning 3 out of the last 4. 3 stars of that game. Star number 3, Johan Franzen with 3 assists, and then star number 2, Nicholas Kronwall with a goal and assist. Same stat for Henrik Zetterberg, a goal and assist, star number 1. Gustafsson made 16 saves out of 17 shots, whereas Tuukka made 22 saves out of 28 shots on goal. Now let's move on to last night. As the Red Wings moved back to the Nassau Veterans Coliseum to try to get some revenge against the New York Islanders, who have been struggling as of late. I mean, really struggling. In fact, I'm gonna tell you that story right now. In the first period, Darren Helm and two others, Daniel Alfredson and Brendan Smith, crashed the Islander net, and Darren Helm went around Poulin. That's Kevin Poulin, starting goaltender of that game for the Islanders, and just deked in did Darren Helm, and put one just by a soft touch into the back of the net at 7:09 into the game. 1-0 Wings there. Alfredson and Smith with the assists. To the second period we go. Darren Helm was at it again, this time on a breakaway, shorthanded, and when Kevin Poulin, when Darren Helm was trying to when some Islander was trying to catch Helm on a breakaway, Kevin Poulin tried coming out and playing the puck away tried poke checking the puck away from Darren Helm, like Dominik Hasek used to do to Marian Gaborik 6 years ago. The puck actually ricocheted off of Darren Helm and into the Islander net, and it appeared to be a shorthanded goal for Darren Helm, who finished with 2 goals on the night. That made it 2-0 Wings. That goal at 16:49 into the second period. And then the third period, the Wings just kept rolling. Daniel Alfredsson, just 12 seconds in, wristed one past Poulin to make it 3-0. Brendan Smith with the assist on that, with the only assist on that Alfredsson goal. Then at 6:12, Gustav Nyquist, my new number 14 guy, my new lucky number 14 guy, wristed one past Poulin to make it 4-0 Wings at 6:12 into the third. Johan Franzen and Nicholas Kronwall got an assist on that goal, and then Alfredsson struck again, 16:13 into the closing period. Kronwall got a second assist on that one, along with Justin Abdelkader. And Jimmy Howard, who actually started in net, returned after a slump, pitched a shutout by making 29 saves, playing a full game, and the only 28 of his saves came in even strength, and the other one of them shorthanded. There were no shots on Howard on the power play, and Kevin Poulin still was 2 for 2 in save opportunity and saves out of shots on the power play, but he gave up 4 even strength goals and 1 shorthanded goal. Jimmy Howard was star number 3 with 29 saves. Daniel Alfredsson with 2 goals and 1 assist, star number 2. And then star number 1, Darren Helm with a shorthanded goal, 2 goals total. Star number 1 there. The Red Wings winning 5-0 in Nassau Veterans Coliseum. Winners of 4 out of their last 5. We take a look now at the NHL division standings, starting with our Atlantic Division. We have a tie for second place, a 3-way tie, in fact, with 33 points between the Red Wings, Montreal Canadiens, and Tampa Bay Lightning. The Lightning are in second, the Canadiens third, and the Red Wings fourth. The Bruins still lead the Atlantic Division with 38 points. The Red Wings are all these 3 teams, the Lightning, Canadiens, and Red Wings, are tied for third place in the entire Eastern Conference. 4 points behind the second place Pittsburgh Penguins with 37 points. And in the wild card, the Red Wings lead the Eastern Conference wild card standings with 33, 2 points ahead of the Toronto Maple Leafs, who have 31. Yeah, 31. So, 4 total games on tap this upcoming week, including starting with the one in Ottawa at Canadian Tire Center against those nasty Ottawa Senators, as the Red Wings are looking to grab total payback against a team who has humiliated them the first 2 meetings, both at the Joe Louis Arena. Jonas Gustafsson starts tomorrow in Ottawa. Todd Bertuzzi, as far as I can still tell, is expected to return against the Senators. Datsuk's concussion injury as far as that's concerned. He is unsure of returning. I don't think he's definitely not going to play in Ottawa tomorrow, but hopes to return later this upcoming week by December 4th, according to my The Score mobile app. Last Saturday, he took an accidental elbow from Senators forward Jared Cohen, who wasn't suspended or penalized. What I mean by accidental was that Brendan Shanahan indicated by video review that Cohen's elbow was tucked and did not move a muscle, which meant there was no requirement for supplemental discipline. Accidents happen. Datsuk moved the wrong way, and Cohen's tucked elbow just managed to get in Datsuk's face. Both you guys, Datsuk and Cohen, got to watch where you're going on the ice. You got to keep your head up. Just play hockey the more careful way. Play hockey more carefully. It looked to most other Red Wing fans that it was a dirty, cheap shot, but again, it was an accident. Nothing intentional. I think Datsuk will be fine. He won't be out for way too long. He'll be back soon. Just about 8 minutes left on the show. If you want to join in on the conversation, the guest call-in number is 646-478-4837. If you want to just voice your opinion there. I'm Taylor Phillips on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Google, simulcasting on YouTube, and on Twitter at DT2Phillips. My Facebook page is Taylor Phillips' Detroit Sports Page, and my group is Taylor Phillips' Detroit Sports Group. So moving on to the Griffins now, the Red Wings' top farm affiliate, the AHL's Grand Rapids Griffins, who annihilated the Texas Stars inside Van Andel Arena 5-1. 2 goals. Patrick Eaves scored 2 goals, and Thomas McCollum made 33 saves. Corey Emerton and Alexei Marchenko and Kalle Järnkrok scored the other 2 goals. And Nick Jensen was their healthy scratch. And Jyrki Jokipaka got the only Texas Stars goal at 17:26 on the 26th shot of the night. That was on the power play. But Eaves responded with one of his goals just 24 seconds later. It appears that Texas Star goal came in the second period, because I read that Eaves' second goal came at the 8:41 mark at the third period. And that's it for the Griffins segment. Now I have an important announcement pending about my shows. I have decided to jump the time slot of my shows to 11 p.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the Lions, Red Wings, and Pistons editions, so you people won't have to wait too late for my shows to begin. So from next week on out, my Lions edition, Red Wings edition, and Pistons edition will start at 11 p.m. instead of midnight. But for tomorrow night, my Pistons edition, just this this weekend's Pistons edition starts at midnight here on blogtalkradio.com on Taylor's Detroit Sports Show. I also want to go off the record here. We are passing prayers and condolences to Paul Walker, a movie star in the Fast and Furious movie trilogy. He just died tonight recently in a car accident. Also, I pass my personal prayers and condolences to a friend that belonged to my Detroit sports fan friend Steven Tucker, who attended his funeral, his friend's funeral. There was another guy that died being trampled up on by the bottom of a shopping cart, and he last night, and he didn't survive it either. That's just tragic after a Lions win. Just from Black Friday on out, my prayers and condolences are with everyone. So, anyway, that's about all the time or ground I have to cover for tonight's Red Wings edition of Taylor's Detroit Sports Show. Coming up tomorrow night at midnight is this weekend's Pistons edition, and then from Friday at 11 on, my shows will be at 11, starting with the Lions edition. Until then, this is Taylor Phillips signing off by saying TTFN, ta-ta for now.